What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead State, where we will be hanging out and just doing our thing. There's a couple things that have come to light in between this episode and the last one. I played the next episode, so I'll be honest with you. I recorded the next episode, but an NVIDIA update that I told the NVIDIA updater to turn itself off, and it just apparently decided that I don't know what I'm talking about, and it decided to turn itself back on and update anyways. I've noticed Windows Update does the same thing. It'll be like, you told me not to update. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, go away. I don't want you to update right now. All right, you turned me off, but I'm going to turn myself back on in a couple hours, okay? And then I'm going to make your computer turn off at the worst possible moment. And that's exactly what happened. I have all of these things disabled. Every single one of them. NVIDIA, not supposed to update on its own. Windows Update, not supposed to update on its own. And yet, it doth whenever it feels like it. Whenever it feels like it. Drives me crazy. So, now off the subject. I forgot to pick up the shoes from the store. That's all. Forgot to pick up the shoes from the store. Additionally, if I press the Z button, ooh, it opens up little looty nodes so that we can actually see where things are. I think we got everything already, but it might be worth just a second check to make sure that I've seen all of these nodes before I go back and do this again. Just random little things we should probably take a look at, just to be sure. But yeah, by and large, I know what's coming next. We need to go down and drop off some of our stuff at our base, and then we're going to go back out on another scavenging mission. Or at the bare minimum, we're going to go back out and scout. Actually, do I still have that rat or whatever in my inventory? Back over here. So I ran into another problem too when I was playing my other game. Your inventory will auto loot rotten stuff to your food supplies without asking you. It'll just be like, guess what? Rotten stuff's over there. And you'd be like, no! And so don't stock rotten food. Just don't take the chance. Just keep it in your inventory and don't think about it for a little bit. Let's go back. We're going to drop things off at the base, and then we're going to go out and maybe do a little bit of scouting. Lano Residential is a pretty good idea, but we've got to drop stuff off, and it's kind of far away, so I think maybe if we go and drop stuff off, we'll try and look maybe to the north of our base and just make sure that that works for us. Let's have a look here. Let's go back to Splendid because almost everybody's full up on loot right now. We can't really do anything with it, but I'll probably go up northward towards the 283 or the 377. I don't know. We'll see what happens over there, but I'm figuring there's probably something very, very nice that we want to get our hands on, and barring any other weird circumstances, I should be able to actually complete this episode this time. Let's see, data items. We should figure out how to use these data items. Let's go have a look real fast. I think we could probably bypass a little bit of time by just like hanging out. What do data items do for me? The computer lab is not over here. Hey, I missed a loot node. The lovely, lovely benefits of leaving the Z key turned on from now on. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn on the Z key as much as we can. Z key is going to be tired by the time we get done with it. It's going to need a good night's sleep. I wonder if any of the computers work. Well, it doesn't look like you can actually click them, but you might be able to turn on the generator and make it happen, Captain. Things to think about. It looks like... Was there anything in here that we could loot? Probably got to turn the Jenny on in order to use the computer, so let's try that and see if the computer comes back on, just to sate my curiosity. I know I got all the lockers in there, but it's some of these lockers in the hallways and whatnot that I feel like I miss sometimes. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to turn that off for right now, and then let's go down to the basement. We'll turn on the Jenny and see if maybe we can use the computers. Oh, it turns on tomorrow morning. Okay, never mind. Alright, we'll turn it off. I don't really need that ramp up time anyways. And one of the things that I have discovered from a lot of people saying it is that, like, don't use your gasoline. Save your gasoline. I think this game's probably going to be pretty long, too, weirdly enough. I feel like there's a lot of stuff for us to do in this game, and I was looking at some of the late game screenshots of, like, the gear and stuff that people have, and I feel like there's a lot of escalation in this game. It's going to take a while. The map's pretty big, too, so it kind of depends how long it's going to take us to get through all of it. I don't really want to rush it either, so a sugar bar promotes morale, can be stocked. Let's take all of these goodies. We'll throw them all over there, the bullets and all of that. I'm going to keep the fishing rod on me just in case we find a fishing node. You never know, sometimes you find a fishing node. We'll throw the stuparax over there. Stuparax sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like a really, really terrible Decepticon. I am Stuparax. But then again, I don't even think they would go for that, but still, that's what it reminds me of. Let's click some of these goodies. I should probably bring epinephrine pens with me in case somebody gets knocked the hell out. I'm going to give him, I think I stocked up. Wait, where did the 38 rounds go? Oh, they're all in his inventory right now. Okay, I'm going to save up the 9mm so that we have a sizable, I mean, 17 bullets is not bad IRL. 17 rounds is definitely It'll allow you to defend yourself in a pinch. 18 shotgun shells is better, I think. I don't know. I think a shotgun is a more versatile weapon. You can use it for a lot more things, and so in a survival situation, I think given the choice, I'd probably take a shotgun over just about everything else, assuming. So the computers will work. I think we've dropped off everything now. Let's make sure. Actually, I messed up again. Dumb stuff happening, and it's all Splattercat's fault. I'm going to go back over here, and what we're going to do is make sure that our medic has all of the things she needs in order to medicate properly. Probably throw the band-aids in there just to refill that slightly. And from there, I'm going to give her an EpiPen. You can split stacks by clicking on things. And I'm going to move an EpiPen into her inventory just in case we need to res somebody, because I think that's something that may come up. Additionally, what I would recommend is maybe, where did all of the fuel go for these pepper sprays? These were all full. What did it do with the fuel? That's weird. All of these were full before they went into the inventory. Where did their ammo go? Oh, that's very strange. That's very, very strange. Also pretty irritating if it actually, like, stocked it and deleted it. Huh. That is weird. Where did all the ammo go for all of these random things right here? Interesting. I don't even know what to say about that. Put it on the main character real fast. So we've just got empty spray canisters now? I find that hard to believe. Why did it empty out all my fuel? That's a bug. That's a major bug. If it's a bug at all, but deleting all the ammo out of your pepper spray? Why would it do that? Hold on, I'm gonna go investigate that for a second, because that seems weird. Okay, so on further investigation, it's a bug. It's an acknowledged bug that just never got fixed. When you put things into the inventory that have ammo, nail guns, spray cans, whatever, it destroys all the ammo for them. So that is like so major that why wouldn't that get fixed before the 1.0 release? That's a really, really big deal. Guns deleting ammo, and anything you put into your inventory deletes the ammo, that's huge. Like, that's really, really, really bad. Like, there's no defense for that. So what we need to do from now on is we need to make sure that we automatically loot things when we take them. We have no choice from here on out. We have to take all of the ammo out of everything we have before we stock them. I don't even know how to respond to a bug that big. Like, that bug is so glaringly enormous that it's like, how did nobody ever bring this up, and how did this not get fixed? Was it just like a, I don't feel like doing it type thing, or like something like that should have never made it to a 1.0 release. I can understand little things with like the UI or like flickering or, you know, but ammo deleting itself when you put it into a stockpile? We just nerfed ourselves considerably. That's basically like 50 ammo up and gone, just doesn't exist anymore. And so, wow, there's been a lot of bugs so far in this playthrough, but that one not only took the cake, but it threw it against the wall and was just like, ha, and it was the wall of my house. I guess we'll get back to looting. I'm gonna stay positive here. Yo, I am here. I have a gun, bitch. Okay, so we're in Bison, I guess. I don't really know what Bison Street means, but I'm assuming somebody in this house will probably try to murder us if we come through the front door. So, in true Splattercat fashion, I'm coming straight through the front door. I assume this counts as a warning, but I don't know. Do you get in trouble for killing innocent people in this game? We haven't seen any innocent people thus far, so I don't know how to react to the situation. Oh no. Okay. That's a lot of enemies. There's a tough looter right here. And he is undamaged. We're gonna have to dig ourselves out of this one because we're outnumbered. This problem's got to get fixed quick. there's no option other than like, we have to take out as many people as we can before this escalates and gets a lot worse. My suggestion would be to plant him right here to keep them all from coming out the door. And in fact, that may be what I do. I think this is going to be kind of a game of positions right now. And I want mine to be stronger than theirs. I also want my tank to take all the damage. So he took 3 damage from that bullet. There's a lot of guns in that house, though. There are a lot of guns. He's stunned, so he should have less AP. Additionally, he didn't deal much damage right there, so that's good. You keep shooting. Just unload on these guys. Doesn't even matter. As much as you can hurt them, hurt them. You continue along the same motif. Just, if we can wound somebody, wound somebody. I wasn't expecting him to rush out the door like that. I thought we were going to kick down the door and then have like a conversation where I would apologize profusely. But apparently that's not how this is going to go. He's very wounded, so he should be down pretty soon. Hopefully they just keep unloading on this character. That's all that I care about. Just unload your bullets on him because you can't hurt him anyways. This guy's probably going to bleed to get... Okay, so he's panicked. There's that. It's true, I did ask for this. This is sort of my fault. Alright, so there's another one down. We've now evened the fight. And so in the interest of maybe... Oh, I don't know. Let's see if we can bait him outside. That's about all that I can do right here. Maybe they... It says these guys are looters, so maybe they killed the guy in here who said he had a gun. We'll have to go and investigate the bodies. I'm not sure. Oh, there are zombies coming from all over town now. Okay, so let's line up to deal with the Zeds. That's fine. I don't really, like, mind that much. We can deal with the Zeds perfectly fine without too many problems, I think. I probably shouldn't have these guys up in the front lines, but we'll figure it out. Just move in behind and take a swing at her. There you go. Get a little bit of damage on her. Ooh, that's a nasty noise. Just sitting there coughing up blood. That's pretty brutal, actually. That sound is pretty dark. If I could get rid of this, I would love to get rid of this Zed. If we could make it happen instead of missing a couple hundred times, it would be great. Ooh, God. Please? 50-50? Oh, man. Okay. These guys should bleed out pretty shortly, and the reason why I've left them there to bleed out is because after they bleed out, they may become Zeds, and this actually gives us a better opportunity to sort of like deal with them. Alright, down goes the zombie. Got that covered. Let me check the body. Couple of 9mm rounds right there. Let's deal with the zombie problem up front rather than later. So there's a guy down. We'll loot. Oh good, he's got codeine and an axe. What's the best thing that could happen when you're high on codeine and holding a battle axe? I'm pretty sure no good situation can come from that. In fact, you were almost guaranteed to be on the nightly news if that's what your goal is. I could put a mask on him now. Good, since he's our tank. Yeah, more armor. More armor. It's a paintball helmet from what I can tell. Yeah, it's a paintball helmet. I have one. I used to play paintball a lot when I was younger. I don't play it too much anymore, but actually I don't think I've played paintball in a while now. It's been a while. I think there's somebody behind the door in here, but I'm going to execute his friend real fast because his friend offends me. So don't put this gun in the inventory at your... Don't put that... Oh, that guy made a run for it. How did that guy get past me? I'm blocking the door. See what I mean? The game is buggy as hell. Like, it's got a lot of weird bugs. And you've just got to, like, deal with them. There's no way to, like, fix them or anything. It's just... No clue where this guy came from. Walked straight through one of my characters. Female looter is poisoned. Why is she get poisoned? I think that had happened in our previous episode, too, and I had no clue what to classify it as. Okay, so female looter took 4 damage. Shoots you for 0 points of damage. Great. Awesome. We've actually got our armor to the point where he takes no damage from basic firearms now. That's a good position to be in. That means we've got a guy who essentially just like negates problems. They are no longer an issue for him. We'll take a couple. That's a crazed looter. How does one become crazed? Well, I guess you could be loot crazed. That seems quite possible. I become loot crazed when I play MMOs, and so that makes sense. I like how they kite. That's kind of cool. It's annoying, but it's cool. I like the fact that the game plays to its optimal level by kiting and shooting to drain my AP. It's interesting. It's an annoying tactic to deal with, but I'll a tip of my hat, AI, a tip of my hat. Although that's why typically games like this implement attacks of opportunity, is so that characters that are ranged, once they get trapped in combat, they get punished essentially. So they're forced to fight as they're supposed to fight from range. Don't use up all your ammo. You're upsetting me right now. If you use up all the ammo before I can, let's see if we can trap this guy in maybe. Slightly. There we go. With less AP, we've got a stun off, so the AP should be a problem for this character as time goes along. Alright, well, I guess we take the attacks we can get here. Everybody else is looking like they're a little out of range. There we go, finally downed him. So now we'll come back over, we'll finish the job right here. There we go. What the hell just hit me? He said that as he was... Those are going to be your last words. I would assume I would go for something a bit more poetic. I don't know. Okay, so we need to unload all these guns before we take them back, because it unloaded our pepper sprays and things, and that saddens me. So, this fight actually worked out for us, though. We got a lot of loot out of it, so that's good. And honestly, we may get a lot out of this house, too. Let me unload these guns before weird things happen. There we go. Unload, unload, unload. So now we've got, yeah, extra ammo. Good. I feel like I should probably start working on some kind of basic range skill on our main character, just in case. Is that a, what is that, a skateboard helmet? 2 defense, it's better than the previous one? Alright, we'll start loading that up on other people. We'll give that to the officer, since his armor right now is by far the worst out of everybody. Oh yeah, I can't pass items around. We'll hold on. We'll put these back in here. This is actually, I'll use this opportunity to pass the ammo around too. There we go. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. We'll pass the ammunition around in the only way that I know, which is, ooh, 666 pounds. Or, I'm sorry, 66 pounds, 0.6. Ooh. Considering we just murdered a bunch of people, that's actually kind of a commentary on us, I suppose. Okay, so he can get these now. Take all of those, and you will put on the helmet. It's weird because I like the setting of the game, but it's, oh god, that's an ugly helmet. That sucks. He looks like he's going to have seizures at any moment or something. He has to wear a helmet when he's going to the supermarket with his mom. Alright. Not to make fun of people that have to do that. It's an unfortunate biological situation, but having to put on a helmet before you go to the supermarket seems like it would kind of suck. And it draws unneeded attention to you. It draws lots of attention to yourself too, which I suppose could be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing for me if I had to wear a helmet everywhere. I just kind of own it and like put stickers all over it or something, but I don't know. The bedding. Oh, we can take a pillow. Okay, so we'll take the pillow. That sounds good. We've got a wardrobe over there, and it looks like that's pretty much the house. Their fridge looked like a gun safe for a second, so I was like, oh, maybe I can loot the gun safe, but nope, it's not a gun safe. We got the medicine cabinet, right? That's one of those important nodes that I really try to hit. I'd also like to see some kind of sparkle graphic on things that haven't been looted yet, so that at least you'd have a visual indicator as to what you haven't hit yet. Because with some of these I have a bad memory, guys. I have a bad memory. That's what it comes down to. I have a real bad memory, and so my short-term memory is almost non. Do they have napkin dispensers outside? Why would you have napkin dispensers and a shovel? Like, that is a weird assortment of items to have sitting out behind your house next to a ladder. Like, if you had nails and a hammer and, like, shingles or boards or something, it would make sense, but napkin dispensers and a shovel. How? We're digging the ceremonial Bison Street napkin hole. It's a tradition. I wouldn't expect outsiders to understand it. Stuff your effing face with chicken. Mr. Doctor. Feeling exhausted, unfocused, weak, then it's time to see the doctor. Oh, Mr. Doctor, it's a soda. Okay. Dr. Pepper joke. Gotcha. Looks like we've got rotten looters over here. I don't know if that means he's bad at looting or he's dead, but I'm going to assume the latter rather than the former because the latter seems a bit unlikely. Let me walk up on him and give him a good trouncing. You there, sir! Stand aside while I trounce you with my hammer with a 10% chance to miss. Alright, there we go. You've been thoroughly trounced with a hammer. Ooh, bikes. Anybody want a motorcycle? Get your motor running. Copyright infringement. Gonna sue my channel. Taking down my videos. But it's motorcycles. I want one. It's weird that the motorcycle has a NorCal star when it's in Texas. I don't know. I know that symbol is used by a lot of people. It's also a Russian symbol for something. I think it's just like reappropriated. So with this right here, we have to unload this. Otherwise, when we put the nail gun in the inventory, it will not save the ammunition. So hopefully we can unload this. There we go. So we'll unload it. It's an item that has a charge. This is a charge for special weapons. It should not be dropped. Report this to your local producer if found. Oh my god. This game. Does the nail gun... It has a 1 range. Okay, so I was going to say you can shoot a nail gun, but it's not lethal. We used to have nail gun fights on the roof all the time. You can get hit like right in the side of your eyeball by a flying nail, and it's just going to hurt for a second. Unless you catch the pointy end by some horrible, horrible accident. It's not going to cause any permanent damage. Yeah, we used to shoot nails all the time on the roof. You got to hold the little... So there's a little... So if you don't know how a nail gun works, if you've never done labor which involves a nail gun, what there is the nail gun has like a little clip on the front of it, and when you push it into a surface, the clip gets pushed down, which then deactivates the safety so that you can fire nails. You can hold it with your hand back, though, and you can fire it at people, and it's a great way to pass the time if you're a construction worker on your break. I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Sections of meat and bone. The cleaver seems pretty legit. I might use the cleaver. It seems like an item that I could get behind. We've got silverware. We've also got cooking utensils. Okay. If the charges now disappear, I'm going to be really, really salty because I tried to do everything I could to keep things from despawning, and it still happened. It still happened. I did my best. We need to find people who are better at fighting, to be honest. I don't like the cop. Like, I like the fact that he can shoot people, but there's not enough guns. Really, the only time you use a gun is like what I just did a second ago, where you get run up on by way too many people for you to handle, and so you got to do crowd control with a firearm real fast. But other than that, I don't really like him that much as a character. I mean, he's a likable guy. I feel like there'd probably be more useful human beings that we could have do these jobs. It's time for you to loot. Go grab yourself some gasoline. Siphoning. Nothing like siphoning early on in the morning. I don't think there's anything we could do at the back of this building. We could check it for Zeds, though, just to make sure we didn't miss any kills. Because while the killing is sort of pointless, you occasionally get loot out of it, like a couple bullets or something, so killing 10 extra corpses kind of matters if you end up with an extra, like, 14 bullets after it's all said and done. Alright, I'm gonna bring him over to here. Nope, don't run, don't run. Walk. Walk casually. A gross man. That is a man in gross qualities. He's a man who carries all of those copious qualities that make a man, and he keeps them in well-stocked amounts, in case you were wondering. Let's go over here. We've got a smelling corpse. I've already made the joke about the smelling corpse, so I suppose we'll leave that alone for right now. Bludgeon him! Destroy. I'm assuming that the different corpses have different stats, because some of them seem to die a little bit easier. Then again, I crit so much that it's hard for me to really say. Like, I do crit a lot. Like, I crit constantly. As long as you hit somebody from behind, the crits are pretty much guaranteed like 50% of the time, and I realize that that's not a guarantee. But arrows, if we ever find a bow, this might be a decent plan. Looks like he looks alive. Oh, nope, he's quite dead. He has been gutted. Well, look, it's Bison. I like that. Street Fighter jokes. Jokes from fighting on the streets. Let's go check this other house over here because we didn't check it yet. And so I don't want to leave lootable nodes behind if we can help it. Did I check this? No, I was going to say I'm fairly positive I did not check this location. We'll take it a little bit slow for right now. Grab the mayo, although we need to put that in the fridge, which means we'd have to run the Jenny in order. Oh, there's a looter. I would say to reload just in case there's a lot of them over here. And let's get back on Twiddle Time here, and we'll use him as bait. Twiddle Time, he does well as bait. He just adapts to a situation well in which he is the bait. And then we use him as the bait and the switch. That guy is really not paying attention right now. An ex-looter. Oh, he's a zombie! Oh, I thought he was just a normal loot. Oh, no. Okay, so that's bad. That would have totally changed the way that I interacted with this combat. Alright, so he's an ex-looter in kind of a rough sense. Yeah, he used to be a looter. I guess that is right. He is no longer a looter. He is now well, he's kind of a looter of your blood and brains. There we go, 30 damage. Please don't knock me over. Oh, hell. He's just getting bit left and right today. He's having all kinds of a terrible afternoon. Technically, I could move her over to there, and then it would be fine, but... Oh, well. Renee, go ahead and keep looting. What is that? Twine? Okay, so we've got thread. Actually, thread is very, very valuable. If you don't realize how valuable thread is until you have it. Oh my god, a leather jacket. Hell yeah, that's the stuff right there. Somebody's got to put on... Somebody's got to rock this leather jacket, and I'm thinking it's going to be the medic. You will be the coolest medic in medical history. Aw, yeah. I like the way that it changes their entire way that they dress. It actually, like, changed her whole outfit. So the stun gun... Oh, it did. No, the charges are right there. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say, they kind of disappeared. I guess there's no icon for the charges. This is definitely not suitable for a 1.0 release, though. If I... As someone who has programmed, can we use the firecracker? Oh, really? We can use it as a lure? Okay, that's good. That's what I was wondering. So anyways, as someone who has made and worked on software just for, like, class projects and things like that, I made it most of the way through my CS major. I mean, I know how to program. I can do C++. It's been a year or two, but I'm sure I could figure it back out pretty quickly. It seems to me that while icons and things are not in the game, I just personally wouldn't go to 1.0 while icons and things are still missing. I would have pushed it back a little further. I realized that, you know, this was kickstarted and whatnot, but the game is functional. You can tell it's going to be good. It is good in its current form, but I don't know, just like missing icons and some of the bugs that are in this game should not have made it to the 1.0 version. A little bit more gas, okay. I should probably heal the main character, shouldn't I? Where is he? There he is. Let's give him a little bit of extra HP. He's happier when he's got full HP. Oh, the zombie just noticed us by happen chance. I'm waiting right here, zombie. You can come to me. If you're so keen on fighting me, I'll wait right the hell over here. Alright, line up right there. Okay. It looks like it really, really, really wants Joel. Never mind, it really, really, really wants Twiddles. It wants a little taste of Twiddles. Just a little bit of that Twiddle taste. Let's go over here. I mean, I think obviously it's probably a better plan for me to put somebody with more attacks behind the enemy, but I'm a noob and I don't operate like that, so... Enemy down! He was carrying a sody. How nice of him to bring me that soda. You're like, why are you hitting me with your hammer? I just wanted to bring you a soda. You looked parched. You're wearing a leather jacket. It's like 97 degrees outside. Alright, same operation as before. Are all of these doors locked? Every single one of them is? Alright. Twiddle time, Twiddle Tim, Twiddle Team, Tweedle Tim, whatever. You're first. Can't even remember my name, but you're going to send me in first to die. I really appreciate this lack of just thought. I hear the sound of movement, so yeah, that's probably going to be one of our lovely little looting friends right here. Oh no, somebody ran up on us. Ha! I misclicked. I misclicked and it hit him. Oh, it looks like we're bugged out on top of each other. Alright. I'd apologize, but... There we go. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Couple more hits in. It's disappointing that he couldn't use the remainder of his AP based on the fact that he was stacked on another character. Like I said, too many bugs in this game. A lot of bugs. A lot of things that... I looked at the reviews and it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. I think a lot of people are being disingenuous when they review this game. I, in good conscience, couldn't give this game more than a 7 based on the amount of bugs that I've had just in my short time playing. I'm not angry about the bugs. They don't piss me off, but I would definitely warn people about them. And if I was in a position where I was in a position of power reviewing the game, absolutely, it would get dinged points for being buggy. It's a 1.0 version. It's an official release now. It's not early access anymore. So things like your bullets getting deleted, that's Think about how many bullets we just lost before we got here. Just think about that for a second. We lost a lot of bullets before I noticed that the bullets were vanishing. And that's... Okay, somebody else is here. I just heard snuffles. Everybody get in here. I might need backup. Well, nobody in here. Maybe they're on the John or something. I don't know. We'll grab the food for sure, though. I have no problem bringing as much stuff back as we can. I prefer for this run to be as lucrative as possible. I don't think there's ever going to be trading or anything in this game either. Nothing seems to have any sort of pecuniary value to it. So I figure... Oh, we can't carry that much? I feel like the cooking utensils probably be pretty useful. Let's continue to stock things. Oh, she can't carry that much either? We're all full up? Oh, damn. It means I'm about to make multiple runs. Shit. I hate making multiple runs to the same location. It's a waste of time. If you're not going to get a full load out of a location, there really is no point here. Get rid of the rat. Throw the rat over there because they'll auto-stock that when we get back to town. I think it's the sheer amount of gasoline that we're carrying around with us. This was a really good run for gasoline. But at the same time, it was a really, really bad run. Oh, it's 6 pounds. That's why those are pretty heavy, too. Okay. Disappointment, thy name is this location. However, I can still take stock. So we've got utensils. This is a big fast food restaurant. This place must get mad volume. This place is huge. I think we got most of the food, most of the goodies, so... Technically, most of the time you're not allowed to put fast food. In the United States, there are ordinances. You're not allowed to put fast food restaurants in residential areas. But, I don't know. Usually you've got to drive a little bit, like a block, basically, because there's an arbitrary line that they've imposed. At least in California, that's how it is. There are, like, invisible lines that only the city knows about that divide, like, the mercantile areas from the residential, from the industrial, and they have to be a certain amount of distance from each other. And there's usually, like, transitional buildings, like government buildings in between the two zones as a demarcation line. I don't know if that's how it is everywhere else, but that's how it is where I live anyways. Let's throw these bullets into his inventory. And since we didn't have time to stuff our effing faces with chicken, I guess we'll be on it. Chicken sounds like it's a horrible word. Like, if you call somebody a chicken, it seems like something that would get you punched if you were at a supermarket and you're like, you stupid chicken. That's just what it sounds like to me anyways. I know that's not the case, but let's head home to base. We'll drop our stuff off. It's pretty late in the afternoon, so I guess we didn't waste today too badly. I suppose we could scavenge around a bit given the amount of time that we have left. Although our bags are full, there's no point. Let's just bounce on out. Maybe I'll go out tonight and maybe see if we can trigger a couple of the nodes that allow you to harvest chicken or something, or harvest corn or anything else, but as far as it goes right now, I don't know. Until we have more fresh food, I'm not going to worry about turning on the Jenny. But for right now, that's going to be the end of our episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Dead State. The game has a lot of bugs. It's very, very buggy. It's something that I would expect to see from a game in alpha, but definitely pretty buggy. I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care, everybody, and hi-do.